Hey there, how you doing there, internet friend? This is MagicBrad, and I'm doing this quick video. I'm going to try and summarize 55 years of my life into 5 minutes or whatever this takes. I use the name MagicBrad, and the reason for that is because at a very young age, about 4 years old, a friend of my brother's came and he made a quarter disappear and he pulled it out of my ear, and it just got me fascinated in magic. So I started doing magic all through grade school and into high school. I actually started making money doing in high school. And then I graduated and people told me get a job. So I got a job for the county parks. I worked a couple years and I got laid off. And I learned early that having a job is temporary. So I wanted to be in control of my own life. So I started doing magic full time as an entertainer for corporate events and private parties and fairs and festivals. And as time went on, I wanted to figure out how am I going to find these event planners? How am I going to, I want to create a system to find these active event planners so I didn't have to chase after them, which is now known as attraction marketing. Well, I did that by creating a trade show, and this trade show is for event planners to come and find all their resources, their caterers, balloon decorators, fair limousine services, and entertainers, speakers, staging, lighting. So I did that show from about 1990 to 1998, and then in 1998 I had a midlife crisis and turned 40, and I realized that it's a lot of work, working hard. So I basically got off the grid and I grabbed a sleeping bag and I went and slept on a karate school floor with a friend of mine in California. And I did that for about a year, and then another friend of mine said, hey, you want to work on a project? So I rolled up the sleeping bag and moved over to Studio City area, and we did this infomercial. Then I got tired of California and I came back to Minneapolis, and I still knew that I wanted to get off the grid, so I bought a Airstream Argosy motorhome. And I was going to get sponsored by a KOA campground and some digital satellite company, and I was going to travel around the country doing magic shows for families at KOA campgrounds and pitch the magic of digital TV. So as I was working on that project, then a friend of mine called me up and said, we should do shows together. Let's do trade shows. So we started a company producing home improvement expos and health and wellness expos for the holistic health industry. And home improvement, because everybody needs a house. So we were producing these events and started doing 10 shows a year, and pretty soon my business that I thought I owned, it basically owned me. And I started getting a little stressed out with all the work. 10 shows a year, working weekends, 6 in the morning, 6 at night. And I had what is called a transient ischemic attack, or a TIA, or a mini stroke, which to me was a shot over the bow saying you're working too hard. So I told my business partner I'm going to resign. And I decided to resign and be home officed again. So this just recently happened anyway, so I just jumped about 50 years. And then I opted to be self-employed again and work in my own office. And I was doing events out of my home, and I realized that events, live events, that's a lot of work. You got to do the event. When the event's over, you got to start over. The event's over, you got to start over. So then I started thinking, what's global? Because the internet is basically almost infinite. I mean, it goes everywhere. So I thought, what is global? The internet is global. It reaches across the country. And then what else is global? I decided that people want to relax and be at leisure. So I thought, I'll get into the leisure lifestyle industry. So that's what I'm doing these days, is trying to teach people how to be free, like I'm doing this video now from my phone. How to be free from the office, where they don't have to be tethered to an office chair or imprisoned in a cubicle. And I'm showing people ways of taking these different things that are normally a cash draw on you and turn them around to be cash positive. So that's my story from young age of 4 up to where I am now, 55. That's what I'm doing now, is helping people find a leisure lifestyle through travel, leisure vacations, tourism, and using technology to leverage and basically compress time and space. I just got off the Skype yesterday with a person on the other side of the planet. Fascinating. Anyways, that's my story for today. MagicBrad here in Asheville, North Carolina. You enjoy your day. If you want to connect with me, please feel free to go on my blog. You can opt into my newsletter, or my contact information's there. Just give me a call. Thank you.